Hi class, how are you doing? Ms. Federowitz coming to you from my home office. Today what you're going to be doing, we are going to be starting to talk about checking accounts. And yesterday you should have picked up a packet from school. If you didn't get it, you're going to need it because today we're starting with it. Inside of there, inside the packet was this handout. It's stapled. It says your checking account, and I need you to start out today by going to the last 2 pages and reading them. It's going to review online banking for you. So that's the first thing that you're going to do. And then we're going to switch into, like I said, what we're talking about today, which is checking accounts. I have some notes that I'm going to share with you that I need you to read through. You're going to do some reading out of your book, and then you're going to start learning about writing out checks and things like that. When you get a checking account, you're going to get something that looks like this, along with a debit card. And a debit card is typically tied to your checking account. A debit card looks like a credit card, but when you use it, the money comes out of your checking account immediately. This first part is called the checkbook register. This is where you keep track of money that goes in and out of your account, and we're going to learn how to use that. And then you have checks, and at the end of checks, you have deposit slips. You fill out deposit slips to put money into your account, and you fill out checks to take money out of your account. There's 2 types of checks. There's checks that look like this, which are single. Okay, each one is different. They have a different number. Okay, and then we have what's known as duplicate checks. Now, what's nice about duplicate checks is if you forget to write your what you wrote it out for up here, when you write it out, there's a second page here that actually makes an imprint of what you write on your check. So you can see what it is, even if you rip that check off and give it to somebody. The biggest problem people have is sometimes they forget when they use their debit card not to write it down in their checkbook register, or they don't use their checkbook register. So we're going to talk in class why that's so important that you still have to use it. A lot of times students will say, well, why do I even have to learn how to use checks? Talk to your parents. There are still times where you have to write out checks. I use my debit card a lot, far more than I use checks, but I still have to write out checks. This week I wrote out 3 of them. So it's not like you aren't going to, you still are. So you're going to do that. Another handout that's in your packet that you're going to need is this one. At the top it says Activity B, Checking Accounts. And the top part has a deposit slip that after you read in your book, you're going to have to fill it out. Then you're going to do a check. And after you read in your book how to fill out checks, it tells you directions here on how to fill it out. When you get done with this, I ask you to take a picture. You might want to take it with your camera on your phone or with your Chromebook, doesn't matter. Take a picture and you'll attach it into Google Classroom. Then on the back side, you're going to do the same thing about endorsements. You're going to read about them, and then you're going to endorse them the correct way. All right, and then the same thing, you're going to take a picture. Now, the reason why I did that is because these you have to sign names, and it's not, these things aren't possible, or writing out the check, it's not always possible to do that just on a Chromebook for me to put a sheet this way. If you are having problems adding a photo, please send me an email or call me, and we will talk that way, and I will help you figure out how you can get that, either the paper back to me or to get the photo uploaded, okay? Have an amazing day. I'll see you soon.